Now, the next thing you need to know about this project is the project cannot crash. Okay, you cannot lose your money if you follow simple instruction. You need to understand the kind of project we are talking about here. This is called protocol on liquidity project. Okay, first of all, the project is DeFi 3.5, but it's a combination of several things. Okay, now currently on the blockchain, people hardly make money because the blockchain is now full of what is called pump and dump projects. Okay, pump and dump projects are project. Okay, let me just do this. Okay, give me a tabular comparison between pump and dump projects and protocol, okay, owned liquidity projects, okay, in terms of benefits. Okay, tabular comparison. So if it does not give us a tabular comparison, I'm going to force it. Okay, good. It has given the tabular comparison. Okay, good. So now I was saying that right now the major way people try to make money on the blockchain is pump and dump. Okay, but there's a new model that was invented by some guys called Olympus DAO. In this new model of projects, you cannot lose. And let me do the explanation for you. So look at the differences. Now, number one, they say primary beneficiary of pump and dump projects, okay, which is what is popular on the blockchain today. It is the beneficiary are insiders, creators, and highly coordinated early whales. What of protocol on liquidity? The entire community. Now take note, the entire world. I'm not the one that said this. I hope you know. We just search for this. Good. Long-term token holders, okay, and the decentralized application. Are you seeing the beneficiaries? The entire community benefits in the protocol on liquidity project. Number two, long-term token holders. You need to take note of that keyword, long-term token holders. And number three is what? Decentralized application. And I'm going to show you why. Okay. Velocity of returns in pump and dump project is what? Extremely rapid. In other words, you can make money in minutes to hours. It yields vertical gains for the fastest fingers, okay, fastest sellers. Who benefits? Insiders and creators are the key beneficiaries, and early whales, people that put plenty money early. Okay, now how do you make money on protocol liquidity projects? Gradual and compounding, and that is the key secret, and I will explain. Via protocol revenue, trading fees, and sustainable growth. So you see, it has told you how we make money here, but I'll break it down. Number three, liquidity stability. You may not know what liquidity pool is, but I'll explain in another short video. Okay, now the liquidity, which is the money that makes it possible for people to buy and sell that token, for people to withdraw profits. I started this series by doing a video where I withdrew profit. The reason why I can withdraw profit is because there is permanent liquidity, but I'll break it down better. So here the liquidity is not stable. Liquidity is intentionally dried up or pulled during the dump phase, and this is the problem. When you remove the liquidity, it's like a bureau de change person, someone that does currency exchange, exchange currency. If he doesn't have money to facilitate for, okay, he has, let's say he has $1,000 and 1 million naira, and then you come and say you want to buy 100 million naira, he cannot do the transaction for you because he has how much? He has 1 million naira. It's not enough to do that transaction. So when the liquidity in a crypto project, the liquidity is the money that every crypto project has that allows it to facilitate transactions of users. When that money has been removed by the developers or removed by the people that put it there, okay, and this is the problem with DeFi 1.0 projects, the money in the liquidity pool is rented, it belongs to external people. So because of that, they can remove the money during a dump and the project price will crash to zero. Okay, now here the liquidity is permanent. The protocol owns its trading pairs, dollar, naira. Example, I'm just giving an example that you can understand. Dollar, naira, dollar, pounds, So those trading pairs is what allow people to convert or swap. So on the blockchain, to be able to swap, the protocol needs to have USDT and the token, okay, to allow you to swap from USDT to the token or from the token back to USDT. In this kind of project, the protocol owns its trading pairs, preventing sudden liquidity drain. So nobody can come and pull out this money that is in the liquidity pool, which is why it's called permanent liquid stability. Okay, price impact here, it creates high slippage. They create artificial demand that creates volatility, unpredictable price swings. That's why the price go up, crash, go up, crash. This is because of what? High slippage. The price is not controlled. On a protocol on liquidity project, you have low slippage because you have deep permanent pools. Because you have, it's like saying you pour a cup of water, okay, into a teaspoon. It will pour all over the ground, okay. Now, but if you carry that cup of water and pour into an ocean, you will not notice. It will not increase. They will not see any increase. If you take a bottle of Coke and pour into a small cup, you will see that it will rise. So in all these small projects that are do pump and dump, what happens is that when you put money, when much liquidity comes into the project, the price goes up. When people withdraw, the price comes down. There's volatility. Here on protocol liquidity project, because the liquidity pool money is permanent and it's plenty money, okay, you don't see those kind of high price up and down, up and down. So it helps to cushion, against what you call whale sell off. So when a whale sells the project, somebody removes plenty money, okay, it's like removing plenty money from an ocean. You will not really notice it in the price, because the price does not, it's not overly affected, because the money belongs, the liquidity pool money is permanent. Now, capital efficiency, you might not understand that, okay. Regulatory risks, this is considered as illegal. You see, manipulation, illegal market manipulation under global financial jurisdiction. This one is minimal exposure. It operates transparently through smart contracts as a legitimate treasury management tool, okay. So that's the first thing I want you to know, that there's a difference between what protocol owned liquidity and pump and dump projects on the blockchain, okay. In fact, let me say, give me another table showing long, okay, give me another table, another tabular comparison in terms of longevity, in terms how long can these projects last. Pump and dump projects, how long can they last? Protocol on liquidity projects. So typical lifespan of a pump and dump project is what? Hours to days. It collapses completely once the initial hype has died. Now, how long can protocol own project last? Years. Designed to survive severe market cycles and bear markets. So bear market is when people are not really investing money, okay. The project is designed to survive bear markets. Now, treasury health, drained, the creators extract value, leaving the treasury empty. Now, in protocol on liquidity, listen, the treasury is growing continuously, accumulates trading fees and assets. Liquidity retention, here the liquidity cannot be retained. Liquidity providers pull their funds instantly when the price drops, because they don't want their money to also reduce in value. Now, what of liquidity retention on protocol liquidity projects is 100% permanent. The protocol cannot rage quit its own pools. The protocol cannot remove its own money, okay. So you see, it is what? 100% permanent. This is the reason why the price of the project cannot get to also zero. The price of a protocol on liquidity project cannot get to zero. Next one, community structure. Here, pump and dump projects are predatory. The early buyers profit directly from the late buyers. Good. Here, look at this one. Protocol liquidity projects is collaborative. Participants benefit from long-term platform utility. Now, token sync utility. Here is none. Purely speculative with no real world use case. Here, high. Tokens are linked to governance, fees, or platform services. Okay, so pump and dump projects rely entirely on rented liquidity. Okay, the moment price slows down, early participants dump their holdings. Because there is no underlying revenue or utility, the first price drop triggers panic, and then it enters abandonment phase. Volume reduced, drops to zero, exchanges delist the assets, and the project becomes permanently dead. Now here this other one, protocol liquidity. It has built-in survival mechanics, the floor price cushion. The protocol treasury backs the native token with real assets like stable coins or Ethereum. So this is the reason why the price cannot go to zero. You see, that's what they call floor price. Okay, now the flywheel. Even during heavy market sell-offs, volume generates trading fees. Okay, the next one, the anti-rug protection. External users can always trade the token because the protocol guarantees the liquidity will never be pulled, so you can always withdraw profit. You can never be in a situation where you cannot withdraw profit. Okay, the inflation shield. The project does not need to print new tokens constantly to reward mercenary liquidity providers, preserving long-term value of the token. Are you hearing? Okay, I'm going to stop there and I'll go to the next video.